Welcome to the Harbor Brave podcast. This series is focused on individuals in our buildings who are not going the traditional path into education. So they may have found education later in life or something has drawn them to it. And today we welcome Coach Davis. He's with us at Union County Middle School as a health and PE teacher. Also coaches at many different levels within our school district. So Coach Davis, just tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been involved with Union County Public Schools and why you like being.
So, 24 years old. I've been at it on the basketball scene since I was 22, which was started in 23 as the JV head coach at the high school. Next year, I started as the middle school head coach of basketball. This is my first year teaching PE over here, and it's been great. The kids are super good over here, man. It's an awesome experience. So, first year in education, it's been awesome.
So you talk about, middle school and how you interact with students and they're great over here. Middle school does not always get all the love, man.
Right.
It's that age, and I absolutely loved being the principal over here whenever I was here. So what about that age group do you think, pulls you in the most?
So I work with mostly sixth grade students, and it's like working with Sour Patch Kids. Sometimes they're sweet, sometimes they're sour. Especially at the beginning of the year, they were really, really innocent, really welcoming. Now they're starting to break into the middle school. So they're breaking in, they're getting more to being comfortable. So now they're a little bit more on the sour side, but it's always a challenge. I have great relationships with these kids. They don't give me much trouble at all. I mean, that's what I'm most proud of is the respect that they give me. I mean, it's great. So I give them that respect back. It's been a fun experience for sure.
I know you were a player in high school, and I know you kind of got into coaching with Coach Girten. And coming in late to the game, you didn't come straight out of the school and then just say, hey, I want to be a teacher. This is what I want to do in life. So tell me a little about your journey on how you got here.
Right. So just working local jobs, factory jobs, some outside work. And then Mr. Paris called me up, asked me if I'd like to take an interview for a PE job. And it worked out. We had a great interview. He decided he'd hire me. And we went from there. Now I'm finishing up my schooling. I'll be done in a year to have that degree under my belt, and then we'll go from there. So,
do you think coaching really helps you in teaching as far as just like structure and relationships?
Absolutely. With your experience as well, you've got to demand that respect, and it's not necessarily trying to pull it out of them, but earning the respect more than anything. Is the way that you get that respect. And I think that coaching just kind of rolled over into teaching, really, just being able to get that respect to be able to work in the classroom with the kids and in the gym. So that was the main thing, I think, is just being able to earn that respect and create good relationships with the kids where they know that they can trust me as their teacher.
So I know that coaching kind of gives you a heads up on a lot of people that come in just because you're around that age group, like you understand how these students work and how these players work. But is there a specific hurdle that maybe you had to overcome early on where you were like, man, I did not expect this. This kind of came out of it.
Just realizing that all kids are different. Kids have different learning tendencies that they need, accommodations and stuff. But I think the best part about coming in here is that I have a sister in 8th grade. My brother just graduated in 2025. So I think me being able to have a relationship with them, and I can't forget my siblings at the high school as well. I have 2 siblings that are sophomores at the high school. So being able to have a relationship with them, it wasn't too hard, but I think just being able to learn the kids more and what they might deal with on a daily or what they go through was just the biggest hurdle probably.
Yeah, there's so many things that are behind the scenes that you never get to see. And I always said that as a coach, a lot of people don't know what these kids are going through. And then as a principal, you even see more behind the scenes. And then once you kind of get that glimpse into it, you're like, oh, like my need to be there. Like it really drives you.
And I'll say even like with the kids that I had last year, because I was just working at the factory, Fiber Acoustic, last year while I was coaching. I think even coming in, it made me learn a lot more about the kids that I coached that I thought I knew a lot about last year when I wasn't in the school system. I think it really opened my eyes to, these guys have some tendencies that need some work too. So whenever we were able to get in basketball season, it was just like, I kind of learned more about them. It was easier.
So a lot of times certain things that attract people to the teaching profession, and sometimes that's other people. Is there somebody in your life that really kind of pushed you to go this route?
Coach Girten and I talked about it a lot, just being able to get my foot in the door here. And that was mainly the only person that I talked to a lot about it, just because he's over at the high school teaching, and he just talked about how much you can learn more about the kids that we have, that we deal with on a daily through coaching. But it also, like I said, having younger siblings, it opened my eyes a lot, just about what kids really go through on a daily, and it made me even think a lot about my past experiences going through middle school and stuff like that. Just being able to relate and wanting to be relatable to work through situations. So yeah, I give a lot of credit to Coach Girten on that.
Yeah, and he's a great mentor to so many different people. And talking about just great mentors is Coach Smith. Whenever you came up, like he saw you, coaching, and I remember one of our conversations that we had was, "Hey man, like this guy needs to do this. Like he needs to be doing this all the time." And he said, "We need to get him in the classroom." And he talked about how you have a great mind for the game and how you're great with kids. And it's crazy, how he saw that from you as a player.
Yeah.
And then now you're doing this now. And then I talked to Mr. Paris, and he's saying, "Man, this guy, he's got it. Like he has such a great relationship and great rapport, and he's doing a fantastic job."
Yeah, I need to give Coach Smith his love for sure. He was definitely. I mean, I remember my senior year when we had the senior night, and they said I wasn't decided. I told them, say I'm not decided on what I want to do coming out of high school. And the first thing he said when I got off the court that night was, he's like, "Man, you need to seriously go into coaching," because whenever I was a player, I didn't play a lot. But I was into it, especially as a senior, I got into it because we had a really good team, and I thought we could do a lot. So I dove into scouting and stuff like that, not even realizing that was opening a door that, it was an unseen door. And, I would send Coach Smith all kinds of stuff just about, this guy's tendencies, and what I thought we might could do. And I was just talking. I wasn't even realizing it was kind of like, a coach is talking. That day he said that. It did stick with me. Fresh out of high school, I still didn't know what I was doing, and then I ended up coaching my brother that just graduated, Jaron Johnson, in ABA, and we went 10-0, and then everybody was like, "Oh, you probably should get into coaching," which was crazy because it's just a local experience, coaching the local youth, and it was great. And we went from there.
This kind of goes off into a little bit of a caveat, but you guys had a great group of seniors this year, and you were able to win in the first round, get to the region tournament, which is just a really good feeling, and then had just a very tough draw there, obviously, with line kind of going on to the state tournament. But is there anything you want to say about that group of kids, like how special it is to have a group of kids like that?
Yeah, I'll say Deshaun Curry, Kel Johnson, Bubba Cortavion Rapier. I'm related to all of them. We're all cousins, so it's a family atmosphere whenever we're around. Bubba and Deshaun actually kind of helped me kickstart, getting into a higher level of coaching rather than just ABA. We did a lot of AAU. I mean, I know Bub's branched off a couple years ago, but Deshaun and I, we've been to, Alabama, Hoover, Alabama, College Station, Texas, plenty of Louisville trips, plenty of Cincinnati trips. We've been everywhere, played a lot of competition, and it was just an eye-opener for both of us. And those guys were great. They were great to coach, great experience. Like I said, we're family, so it's never going to change. I support them in everything that they do. With the Lyon County game, I will say that whole week we were dealing with sickness. We didn't get hit with sickness all year, not during the flu stretch 2 weeks before. We got hit with it right after the district tournament. And it was just like, man, it was hard to get some good practices in, not having everybody there. But credit to Lyon County. They're a great team. I think they actually play later today. So yeah, I hope to see them do well at Region 2 and rep us.
Deshaun Curry, great game.
I mean, you can't get much more than that out of a kid. He gave it all, everything he's got. Like coaches have talked about, every time we play in Madisonville, he plays extremely well. And I think that last game gave him a lot of confidence going into really believing that he can play at the college level and really do something. I'm hoping to see him get there. We're working on that for sure. And yeah, I can talk all day about Deshaun. Kel Johnson, I call him Mr. President. He's the president of his senior class. He's just an outstanding role model for kids. Bubba the same way. He sheds a lot of love off of them and passion. Really great football player, really good basketball player. I'm hoping to see him go to the next level with football. So yeah, much love for those guys over there across the street.
So kind of swinging back toward the education side of things, and really my final question here for you is, you went through a non-traditional pathway. You found education late. You found that you love it. There's other things that bring you in. And then also just from conversation that I had with multiple people, like you are being successful in your first year doing this job, which is not an easy job. Is there any advice that you would give to somebody who is thinking about going into education, or if they're coming into it that you feel like they should know going in?
I would say take a leap of faith, build your relationships. Really appreciate the people that are above you that really take pride in having you here. And then just learn how to be patient. With these kids, you've got to be patient. You've got to be understanding. So if you can do all those things, I think anybody could do it. It's just, do you have the ability to want to do it? Because not everybody wants to do it, but can do it. So that's the biggest thing I'd say is just want to do it.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time. This has been great. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are either in high school right now that are going through a traditional path, and there's people out there that are thinking, man, I feel like I have the skills to be an educator and I don't know where to start. So if you're one of those people, feel free to reach out to us at Union County Public Schools. I feel like we do a pretty good job. Coach Davis approached us and, we met. He told me what he was going through. We meet with a lot of our people here that are interested in education. So if that's you, this is your opportunity. We know there's a lot of great people out there. So if you want to go into education, we're here for you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate it.